but I know there's a lot of other things that Coach Shaw wants to talk to us about things that are coming up.
Yes.
We'll be right back with that right here on Saturday Morning Quarterback live at Key of LaGrange. Come join us and have some Chick-fil-A biscuits. We'll be right back.
Hi friends, Just Lee here. Turn your car around and head to Key of LaGrange for your chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime trip. One lucky winner from Key of LaGrange will win a trip for two to California to see Luke Bryan. That includes plane tickets, meet and greet, and tickets to the show. Simply stop by a dealership to register. It's that easy. While you're here, check out the 16 Rio LX, which can be yours for only $12.9. 1217 Lafayette Parkway, your headquarters for summer fun. KeyofLaGrange.com.
Trip valued at $2,000. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete details. Price plus tax, and title. Stop number 18626.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Welcome back here as we're doing the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, and it is the Lafayette Christian edition, and we have started to talk some Cougar football, and of course they lost last night. I believe it's 42-33. 42-33, and I mean, obviously with that score, the defenses were having a little bit of trouble, and everybody was finding a way up and down the field. And it was pretty much sounds like who had the ball last kind of situation.
Well, it was it was kind of a tale of two halves. It was 28-27 at halftime, so that's really where the flurry of points kind of came. And eight-man football, that's not unusual because of the nature of the game. A little bit more spatially oriented, a little bit quicker edges. And so when you break into the open, it becomes a track race. But we early on, and it's not a dissimilar story from last week. Early on, we just couldn't get offense going. In first two possessions, offense, we fumbled, put ourselves in a bad position defensively inside the 15 once, and just inside the 20 one time. So really short fields for their offense to capitalize on, and they were first home game for them, so they were really excited. It's actually their first game down in eight-man football. They've been able to re-engage they've been playing football for a long time. This is their first year in eight-man. Kind of they're a smaller school, and had always struggled with roster numbers. So, well, let's quit killing ourselves and sort of give ourselves a little bit more depth. So they were excited to play Crisp Academy. They've been school for 40 years or so, so they've been well established, and really came up. And that's a point. It's 12-0 early in the first quarter, and they're driving again. And we. Well, after it went 12-0, excuse me, I'm going on a couple hours sleep here. 12-0, their ensuing kickoff after 12-0. Nick Spittler returns a kickoff return for touchdown. We emphasize special teams quite a bit. We want that to be an important part of our game, and it really was just what we needed, the medicine we needed, because 68 yards untouched. Nick Spittler was. He's a first-year player for us. He's a senior, but he's the fastest kid on the field. And just did a tremendous job doing that, and the blocking was good, because if you go untouched, it was never all you as a returner. That's what people see, but there was 3 key blocks, and we're looking for 3 key blocks in every special teams play, and that's what we got, and it really kind of gave us a shot in the arm of confidence. We ended up getting a stop. They ended up driving down again. Our offense kind of sputtered. They drove down against 20-6. So what do we get? Kickoff return for touchdown, 2013. And then it was on from there. And then we kind of got in an offensive flow. Our defense really settled down and figured out what they needed to do. And we made a couple of adjustments matchup-wise. And then we just started to take the body to them. And so I was really proud of our guys and how they fought back. And 28-27 at halftime. They got a couple of scores. Really late in the game with about 3 minutes left, it was 36-33. We made another mistake, costly mistake, interception return for touchdown. But people may think of Landon Whitley's our quarterback. He's a second-year starter. He's a sophomore this year. Had a tremendous game. People will look at the interception, but he had 2 touchdowns throwing the ball, 2 long touchdowns, including, as time expired in the first half, had a great scramble and connection with Josh Shepard, who scored as time was expired to make it 27-28. So Landon Whitley just played a tremendous game. I don't want that to stick out as a thinking that I'm not mentioning him, but he just had a great game. He made a mistake on that play.
Well, it's the kind of thing you got to shake it off.
You got to shake it off,
and you know what? Sometimes you get to shoot the last shot for win the ball game with one second of the clock.
Sometimes it clanks off the iron.
It clanks off the iron, and it's just the way it is. And I think that's part of what sports it gets to teach you about life in a game setting. Is that that's kind of those things happen, and so you prepare to make sure you make that pass more than you don't. But it's just the way it works.
That's true, and even despite that, we were able to get the ball back. We marched it all the way down the field and landed on a bootleg. Really, and it comes to. It sounds like sour grapes. He ran in the end zone of the boot. His outside foot knocked over the pylon. They called him out of bounds. I don't know inexplicably how that is not a touchdown. That was his medal. Despite making that mistake, he marched that team down the field. Had another couple of really important passes that he got, and made a great game of it. Showed a lot of character and leadership, and he's the real deal. We just need to get more consistent on offense. Really, on our offensive line, we really have sort of had some things. We had some talks with our guys and kind of said, "What are you getting confused on?" They were actually able to express that to us, and I think we're going to get things fixed here. And we need to, because we've got another game coming up next week.
Yeah, no, it doesn't stop, does it? Folks, we'll come back and talk a little bit more about Lafayette Christian football and where the Cougar football program's getting ready for the next game, and also get you fans all hyped up, ready to go, because you're going to need them in the stands. All right, we'll be right back in just a little bit. You're listening to Lafayette Christian football right here on Saturday Morning Quarterback. Come by and get some Chick-fil-A biscuits with us here at the Lafayette Parkway Kia of LaGrange, and we'll be back right after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear. Turn your car around and head to Kia of LaGrange for your chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime trip. One lucky winner from Kia of LaGrange will win a trip for 2 to California to see Luke Bryan. That includes plane tickets, meet and greet, and tickets to the show. Simply stop by a dealership to register. It's that easy. While you're here, check out the 16 Rio LX, which can be yours for only $12,900. 1217 Lafayette Parkway, your headquarters for summer fun. KiaofLaGrange.com.
Trip valued at $2,000. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete details. Price plus tax, and title. Stop number 18626. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
It is Eagle 102.3, WLAG, WLR, I guess that's it. And we are here on having a chance to talk about Cougar football, Lafayette Christian football, right here at the Kia of LaGrange showroom. And we've been eating some Chick-fil-A biscuit. Have you had some Chick-fil-A biscuits, or did you?
No, I did.
I did. I've had my fill.
There you go.
And it is good stuff. We still got some for you, so come have a few with us. And not only have y'all, of course, got the stadium up and running, and last year, and let's talk a little bit about what the facilities that has come online now over the next couple of years. Y'all really got some cool stuff going.
Well, yeah, in 2010 we bought a 50-acre plot of land directly behind the school, and it was pretty much undeveloped and kind of swings around behind where Troop High School is because we're neighbors. So it's good to congratulations to Coach Glisson, by the way, on their first home win. It's been a while since Troop County has been able to celebrate at Callaway, and that's good. We're proud of that, and we're Coach Glisson works hard. We as the coaching brotherhood understand how hard these guys work. So, very much want to be respectful of that and let that be known too. But we developed that over the past couple of years, and we cleared about 17 acres worth of trees, and we've put a 300-car parking lot behind our facility. Now there's a track with a football field that was large enough to accommodate an 11-man field. Should we move up to that at some point? We have about an 800-seat bleacher stadium with the plans to, if necessary, expand and put an equally sized stadium on the visitor side. We have a really large field house. I couldn't even tell you the square footage. It's several thousand square feet with home and visitors locker rooms, concessions, utilities, storage, all the amenities, and it's really going to be a quality facility. We're planning on putting a baseball, softball field out there, 2 tennis courts. That'll come at a later date. But lots of things going on. Our board's invested a few $1 million out there. A couple of shekels to really do it right. And we could have put up a prefab building, but we chose the board chose to really go a positive, or I think the correct route, and invest and build what's gonna be lasting, what's gonna be best for the program and best for the facilities, and that sometimes costs a little bit more money, but I think it's doing it right. I think that speaks to our leadership, not wanting to do the expedited thing, but do it right. Maybe take a little bit more time, which it has. And so we're really excited about that. We get to host the GICAA eight-man football championships this year. We get to host the GICAA 11-man. It's an all-star game, which is an 11-man game, and kind of in a 2-week period, we're gonna have an 8-man field on there, and we've set up our facility so we can change it relatively easily, and be able to play that type of game there. So we're excited about the opportunities that brings us, that brings people on campus. And we'll announce some of that stuff, and you can go to our website, LafayetteChristianSchool.com, and if you're interested in seeing the 8-man football championship or 8-man football in general, and of course we'll let you know about the All-Star game as well, to see what type of football is played in the GICAA.
There you go, and all that's super positive. And make sure you go to the website, learn more. Ask somebody that goes to Lafayette Christian. I think I think they might tell you more about them than anything else. To sit there and ask some of the students and the parents, and
that's right,
and say, hey, what do you think? And I think they'll do a serious recruiting on you and see about let you know how great it is. All right, let's talk about coming up next week. I know it's another big game, and what kind of preparation and how you're going to get ready for this game is y'all are on the road again, right?
Yeah, we're on the road next week. We go up to Sharpsburg Central Christian School in Sharpsburg, and they've been a long-time rival of us. They're formerly Heritage Christian School up there in Sharpsburg, and they had a name change. I think they had a little bit of identity crisis where there's the Heritage in Noonan, and there was Heritage Christian School in Sharpsburg, and to sort of eliminate the confusion, they changed their name, but the rivalry remains, and we've had some contests with them over the years, and we split last year, and we met twice last year, and we won the big one, but we want to play well against them, and our kids know them. We're familiar with them. That's a game definitely on our radar. It's been on our radar for a while. And it's always going to be on our radar as long as we're playing.
Now, of course, did they reload, or are they kind of in a rebuilding after last year, or where do they land?
They could be in a rebuilding mode. They had a huge senior class that they graduated, and they were very, very talented. And it's a year-to-year thing with high school, and they have a win under their belt already, and at least one. And I did not hear what they did last night. We have a little bit of delay, a little bit more delay in our league. because of the lack of media. We're right out there. We're lucky to have the media coverage that we do, and most schools don't. So we're very thankful for that, for you, and of course the local papers and TRP who covers our games. We're very happy about them and and appreciative of it. But we always want to put the record aside and really go to the film study and break them down. And we got to fix a couple of our things here up front, make our offense more consistent, really up on offensive line. And it's not that they're not playing hard; we're not executing a little bit more to our scheme. And once we do that, I think we're gonna. I think Central might be that game that I think everything might click. And I'm pretty confident about that because I think our kids are really going to focus in. Solid Rock is not really a rival to us, and it was hard to focus, a lot of pressure. They're more distracted by the stadium. Crisp Academy is a first-year team into our league. It's hard to ramp up. Played well, wanted to win that game. Could have, should have won that game, but didn't. And Central, I think, is going to be that time when everything kind of is able to focus in. So we'll see this week of practice, and they're practicing really well, really hard. Not a lot of complaints, and we've been grinding on them because they need the work, but they responded well. So I think this week is going on the road is less pressure for us. I felt that last night. Not as much pressure on the road. We like to travel, ironically. But it's been our MO. We kind of march on that, and we'll put the whites on, and we'll be ready to go against Central.
There you go. All right, folks, we got one more break, and we're going to come back and to give our best plea to all the fans to load up Grandma and the kids and hit the road as we'll come back and talk some more about Lafayette Christian football as the Cougars went down this Friday night, but they're ready to bounce back and get back after it this Friday coming up. So get ready to go support your Cougars. It is Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear. Turn your car around and head to Key of LaGrange for your chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime trip. One lucky winner from Key of LaGrange will win a trip for two to California to see Luke Bryan. That includes plane tickets, meet and greet, and tickets to the show. Simply stop by a dealership to register. It's that easy. While you're here, check out the 16 Rio LX, which can be yours for only $12,900. 1217 Lafayette Parkway, your headquarters for summer fun. KeyofLaGrange.com.
Trip valued at $2,000. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete details. Price plus tax, and title. Stock number 18626.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
It's here. Yes, it's really here. Dippin' Dots ice cream at Holmes Pharmacy. So when you ask yourself, how do I cool off from this heat? It's Dippin' Dots at Holmes Pharmacy. Try birthday cake, rainbow, chocolate, cookie and cream, cotton candy, red berry, cookie dough, and everybody's favorite banana split. So grab the kids for Dippin' Dots ice cream at Holmes Pharmacy. And while you're there, check out the positive messages on T-shirts and drink cups from Cherish Girl. It's what your young lady should be wearing. All this and more at Holmes Pharmacy in Hamilton and Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Well, it's fabulous to be back here at Key of LaGrange, live on the showroom floor here on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, and we've got Chick-fil-A biscuits for you to come by and enjoy. And also, don't forget that right now at Key of LaGrange, they're doing closeout on. And of course, we're excited about having that opportunity for you to come out and see the 2016s and get special 0% interest on those vehicles and get yourself a great deal. Also, they've got the 2017s here on the land on the ground as well. And in fact, I was just talking to them about the Sportage the Kia Sportage, which has got a new style now, and they're a little wider and a little longer. They've got a different setup underneath the vehicle, and they said it's jam up awesome. And I haven't test driven one, but I kept looking at them going, that looks different than what the actual size of it than of the last year model. And then sure enough,
bigger,
they were telling me, they have changed some things on it. So if you want to, got to check out the Kia Sportage. They're a very, very cool machine that they've got out. All right, as we're having a chance to talk Lafayette Christian football, and I'm excited about having a chance to talk with Nate Shaw, the head coach of the Lafayette Christian Cougars, and I know that y'all have had 2 tough losses.
Yes.
I know that getting the first win in the season starts today.
That's right.
So what's the plan?
What's the plan? We're going to take today off. Coaches take today off, and we need to get our school stuff done. So we're really not taking today off for most of us.
Yeah.
But no, we'll meet tomorrow. We break everything down, and we didn't get back to 3 or 4 in the morning last night. So it's probably good to get to bed, and we're just looking to really solidify and find consistency. We have a lot of new players, a lot of young players and experienced players that just are it's an on-the-job training to a great extent. We cannot simulate even championship teams can't simulate game speed at practice as much as you'd like to think that, as much as you try to want it. So now we have a couple of game experiences that they've gone through. Our younger guys, and now we can see when this happens, and that this is how you respond to that. And this is what you need to adjust to. So we have some teaching materials, and we're gonna work on that this week. We're gonna really hammer on that, kind of help us out and solidify things. So that's going to be the key, and we're going to continue to work special teams because we feel special teams is going to eventually win us a game. And it has in the past. Special teams are just hugely important. We had great coverage last night. Of course, 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown is always a great thing. That's gonna make ripples throughout the league, and that makes people play us cautious and just gives us opportunities to do new things. We punted, snapped well, executed a fake field goal, and for successfully. So that's all great stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
And but just consistency on offense on the offensive line, and defensively we were in really bad positions, but we really played well, tackled pretty well. Jess Hill stepped up. He's a senior this year, and he was kind of in the clouds, and then he just said, you know what, I'm going to play. He was almost limped off the field, and then he's turned around and lined up against this guy. And just started all of a sudden, and it made a couple of tackles that really changed things for us defensively. We just picked up the physicality, so we're good on that side of the ball. We just hope to continue that, and we're just itching to get back on the field and ready to go. I'm kind of anxious right now.
There you go. We're ready to go, and of course, next week, tell them where they're going.
We're going to Central Christian in Sharpsburg, so
just up the road.
Yep, Cougar fans. It's a short drive, and we travel well. Cougar fans travel well. We're appreciative of that.
Well, gather up
even down to Cordele.
Gather the family up, get ready to go, have a big time at Sharpsburg, and see about pulling a win out. And we'll talk to you again next Saturday. Coach, good luck to you, and good hard work this week.
All right, thanks, Coleman. Appreciate it always.
All right, it is the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show, and we've been doing it live right here at Kia of LaGrange. Thank you to Chick-fil-A Biscuit. Thank you to all the Eagle Sports Network staff, and we'll be back next week right here on the floor and the showroom of Kia of LaGrange for more Saturday morning quarterback. Good night, everybody, or good morning, everybody.